by Ashum Harakakwadash. Once again, double honors to the elder apostles who rule and teach well, teaching in the name of Yahweh Shema Shai and pushing that the RFID chip is the mark of the beast. All right, and also that Neuralink. All right, that Elon Musk is pushing. All right, that's also the mark of the beast. All right, when it goes to Revelation 13 and 16 on down. All right, but like the title of this video say, um, the apocalypse, also known as Jacob's trouble, all right, is going to end in nuclear missiles, nuclear fire, all right, and that's how the Lord is going to judge the inhabitants, the sinners, the ungodly, the wicked on the planet Earth. Before I start with 2 Ezra 16, I want to go back. All right. All right. The second Peter 3 and 7. I'm gonna start up. I'm gonna start right here. This second Peter 3 and 6, whereby the world that then was, being overflowed with water, perished. So that's 2 Peter 3 and 6. All right, that's the first death. All right, Noah's flood. All right, that great flood when the Lord, destroyed all life on the earth except for the animals. The 7 clean animals and the 2 of each sort of unclean animals. And the elect, which was Noah and his sons and their wives. All right, besides them, everything else was destroyed. There's even the scripture, it say, was the Lord angry with the trees? So the Lord, when the Lord, destroys, he destroys wonderfully. He knocks off everything, So it says, Second Peter 3 and 7. But the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. All right? Yeah, that's right. That's right. So you have wicked, ungodly, people on this earth. They're going to survive Jacob's trouble just to die to a nuclear missile. Just to taste that second death. Just to be another Sarah Connor. All right. So it says what? And Christians don't put scripture upon scripture, precept upon precept. Now let's go to 2 Ezra 16. The second Ezra 16 and 11. The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence. All right. And movies like the War of the Worlds. That's one of my favorite. All right. Not only is you gonna have these people gonna have the nuclear missiles to worry about. All right, but before those nuclear missiles close the show, all right, you're gonna have these so-called UFOs or spaceships. All right, the proper name for them is chariots. All right, they're chariots. They're vehicles of the Lord and the angels. All right, they're going to be, killing the ungodly. All right, the wicked, the sinners. They're going to be zapping them, turning them into powder. All right. So it says what? 2 Ezra 16 and 12. The earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof. The sea ariseth up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also before the Lord, and before the glory of his power. Right. So when these nuclear missiles is landing, it's gonna cause all type of shit. Tsunamis, earthquakes. You know. So water is gonna be removed from certain areas. It's gonna be total destruction. All right. So it says what? 2nd Ezra 16 and 13. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. And that shows you that that's a parable. You can't literally shoot an arrow from one side of the earth to the other side. That's impossible. That shows you that it's talking about nuclear missiles. All right? This is prophecy about the nuclear missiles. Okay? And guess what? It says what? I'm going to read it again because it's a beautiful scripture. 2nd Ezra 16 and 13. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. So you literally, this is the will of the Lord. All right? This the will of who the world ignorantly calls God and Jesus Christ. This is the will of the Lord, of Yahweh Shema Shah. So while people gonna be trying to pray for a miracle in that day, that they're not gonna understand that this is the will of the Most High. All right, this is judgment. All right. Let me get the next precept. This is Jeremiah 25 and 31. A noise shall come even to the ends of the earth, for the Lord Yahweh hath a controversy with the nations. He will plead with all flesh. He will give them that are wicked to the sword, saith the Lord. Exactly. So these people they're gonna learn to fear the Lord. They're gonna know and understand that it's a higher power, all right, that's doing all this. And his name is Yahweh. He's going to be magnified throughout the four corners of the earth. All right. So this is the judgment that the Lord has set up for all these nations. All right, including 2/3 of his people. All right. There's Isaiah 66 and 16. Well, I'm gonna start at 15. Isaiah 66 and 15. For the Lord, my bad. For behold, the Lord Yahweh will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. Exactly. So it's two forms of fire that the Lord is coming with. All right. You got the lasers that's going to be coming from these so-called spaceships or UFOs, which once again, that's not what they call. The Bible calls them chariots. All right, they're vehicles for the Lord and the angels. All right, so the Lord is going to be destroying people with the chariots. All right, going to be zapping them, and they're going to be turning to dust, instant, just dead as soon as that laser hit them. Poosh, So Isaiah 66 and 16. All right, for by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. See, Christians don't get into this. What do you mean the slain of the Lord shall be many? See, they just want to speak on God is all loving. He's a loving God. All right. All right, which that's just the tip of the iceberg. The Lord, the scriptures tell you the Lord, he creates good and evil. the Lord does eat good and evil. All right. And it says what? Isaiah. So it's the Lord controls both sides. It's complete order in the heavens and in the spiritual realm. All right. You know, in the spiritual realm, you don't have demons fighting righteous angels. Nah. All right. They're on the same team. They're on the same team. All right. You know, no different from you know, your Democrats and Republicans. They're on the same team. You know, one may want to do something like this, and the other side want to do something like that, but they're on. They work for the same you know, government. All right, they work for the same elites. They got to answer to the same, you know, people that's above them, so to speak. You know. So it says Isaiah 66, and I'm gonna read 16 again because that's a banger. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. All right, they that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh, and the abomination of mouse shall be consumed together, saith the Lord. All right. So that shows you that you can't eat anything long as you receive it with thanksgiving. You know, you can't listen to these Christians. You know, broad is the way that leadeth to death and destruction. All right. If you listen to a Christian, they're gonna tell you the laws is done away with. You can eat whatever you want to eat, and that's a lie. If you eat whatever you want to eat, the Lord will put you to death. You know, you're not gonna receive that salvation that you're seeking for from the Lord. All right, you gotta truly. The Lord said, "If ye love me, keep my commandments." All right. Let me get this other one. This Isaiah. This one. This Isaiah 24 and 20. Isaiah 24 and 20. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. All right. So you need to ask yourself, what weapon or what can make the earth reel to and fro like a drunkard? What'll make the earth shake and quake? All right, like these earthquakes. All right, and the answer is a nuclear missile. All right, a ICBM missile. You know. Because if you don't know, World War III is already in the process. It just hasn't went to the full scale. It hasn't reached its climax yet. All right. It's going to get so bad. World War III is going to get so bad that it's going to go nuclear. All right. You know. Russia, you know, Gog and Magog, you know, just gonna start shooting those nuclear missiles, you know, because we see how this war is becoming a world war, all right, and this is this is going to be the last war, according to prophecy, according to the will of Yahweh Shema Shah. This is going to be the last war, all right. And you see how everybody's getting into it, you know? And let me read that one more time and I'm going to get the other scripture. Isaiah 24 and 20. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. All right. So that lets you know how many nuclear missiles is going to be shot to and fro, back and forth. You know, just destroying. These nations are going to be destroying each other. All right. And that's going to be so much destruction and so many nuclear missiles, hitting the earth, all right, that the earth is going to be shaken, all right. Yeah, I'm going to get this one. This Second Thessalonians 2:7. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And this is the faith and the patience of the saints. All right? This is the faith and the patience of the saints. Look, this Revelation 13:10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Exactly. So, the saints, the elect are chosen. All right, they're gonna be like-minded with the Lord. All right, all these prophecies that's written in Revelation, of Babylon the Great America, they're gonna be 100% down with it. All right, judgment is coming. Judgment is coming to all the superpowers of the earth that's ruling the earth in wickedness. All right, all you super rich elites, higher ups, whatever you want to call them, you're going into captivity. All right, when the Lord returns, you're going into captivity. Because you elites, y'all got special bunkers. All right, y'all been preparing for Lord knows how long. Because you already knew this day was going to happen. All right? You're going to reap what you sow. All right? Because any person that claims to believe in God, they should know the Lord is not about to let all this wickedness and confusion and madness happen on the earth. All right? And we see the Lord is increasing, all these things on the planet Earth. I'm going to end it off on this one. I'm going to end it off on this one. This 2 Ezra 15:5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Right. So the Lord said enough is enough. So he's about to take these wicked motherfuckers out of authority, out of the power seat. All right. So with that, I want to end it and give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Harakakadash. Double honors to the elder apostles who rule and teach well. All right, teaching in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah, pushing that the RFID chip is that mark of the beast. All right, and shalom to the brothers that's doing so as well. We're almost out of here. Be preparing. Shalom and Brakatha.